friends, I'm Walker and welcome back to All About Nails, where we talk about vegan and cruelty-free nail polish. Today we're going to be looking at a comparison of these four lovely kind of berry-y pinks. This one is Nana, Ellie, Monroe, and Allison. And these in the bottle I think look more different than they do on the swatch sticks, so just stick with me. I think you'll see why I grouped these together. If you're new to this series, I'll put up above in the cards, like up here somewhere, a link to see this whole playlist so you can check out all of the pink comparisons. First up, we have Nana, or maybe Nana. This is from the 2015 Island Fun and Paradise Sun collection. That was a summer collection, if you couldn't tell. This one is described by Zoya as a deep summer fuchsia in a full coverage and densely pigmented cream formula. And this one they say is an intensity 5, but I found it to be like a little bit more sheer than some of the others. I think probably just because it's a little bit older of a Zoya. Their newer ones have a more kind of intense opaque formula. All right, next up, this one is Ellie. This one's a bit newer. This is from the 2018 summer collection. That was the Sunshine collection. And this one is described by Zoya as a full coverage raspberry sorbet cream. So this one they definitely say is a 5 on the intensity scale. They say it's a little bit cooler toned, which I think I agree with. Pinks are a little hard for me to nail down, but I would say this one is a little bit on the cooler side. All right, and then we have Allison, and I've actually included Allison in another video. I included it in a kind of red toned berry comparison because this one just straddles the line between red and pink so well. Zoya actually describes it as pink comma red in the color that it lists. This one is from the 2018 Jubilee collection. That was their holiday collection in 2018, described by Zoya as a full coverage plum toned ruby cream. And I honestly really enjoy this one. These are kind of pinks that I really like. They're very saturated, very berry leaning. So this is one that I definitely think will be in my favorites video. All right, and then we have Monroe. This one is also from 2018. So we have 3 from 2018 in this collection, in this comparison video. This one is from the Thrive collection, which was the spring collection in 2018. And it's described as a Glamour pink cream. They describe this one as only having intensity 4, which I don't know. I don't know that I can really tell a difference between the 4s and the 5s on their site, to be honest. I think it's a little bit more jelly, but it still gets pretty opaque for me in 2 coats, as you'll see shortly. All right, so here are these 4 colors. I think they look super close on these swatch sticks, which is partly why I put them in a group together. You can see Allison's a little bit deeper and Ellie's a little bit kind of lighter and brighter, but let's look at them up close. I think you will start to see some differences, and then when I live swatch them, there are definitely differences within these 4. All right, so up here, I think you can see Monroe is a little bit softer. I think they describe it, you know, as a 4. It's not quite as intense, not quite as opaque as Nana and Ellie and Allison. Allison is definitely a little bit more red here than these other ones, and Ellie is much closer to like a bright pink, although I will show you some other bright pinks. It's definitely not that bright. Just in this group, it looks really bright. So I'm going to show you some other kind of reference polishes to just help you like situate these ones, and then we'll live swatch them. All right, so I wanted to bring in an actual red toned berry. This one is Vanessa, and it just, I think, shows how pink all of these are, even Allison. Allison looks red in this group, but it's definitely not as red as Vanessa. It is still a pink polish. I really like these kind of berry shades, and so I think Allison works for me in that category, but as you can see, it's definitely much more pink than it is red. All right, and then I wanted to bring in a couple actually bright pinks to show you that Ellie has a little bit of that kind of berry undertone. This is Esty and Dana, and one is warm, Dana's a little bit warm, Esty's a little bit cooler, and so you can see Esty and Ellie kind of work together really well. They're both a little bit more cool toned, but I just wanted to show a little bit how well Ellie fits in with this group. It's not quite as bright pink as some of the others that we've looked at. It is really nice, but it has a little bit of that, I don't know, just like hint of raspberry in it, right? It's a little bit more berry toned. And just for fun, here are a couple kind of classic pinks. This is Jolene and Kelsey. Kelsey definitely looks similar to these 3, so I'll look at those up close in a second, but Jolene I think is a really nice kind of classic blue toned Barbie pink and definitely doesn't fit here. These definitely have a lot of red in them. They're very berry, which I love. All right, so I'm going to show you these 3 up close. I do think that they look pretty similar, and I probably could have put Ellie and Nana in the group with Kelsey, but Kelsey is just a bit more blue toned. I feel like it's a little hard to see on camera, but I think you can probably pick that up, and definitely if I swatch them next to each other, you'll be able to see Kelsey is a bit more blue toned. Ellie has a little bit more of that kind of berryness in it. So they're similar, but they're definitely not identical, and I do think that Ellie fits a little bit better into this group that are a little more berry toned. All right, friends, so I think in my comparison live swatch, you could probably see that even though Nana looks closer to Ellie in the bottle, on the nail, it does come out a little bit darker and it looks much closer to Monroe and Allison. So I would say that these three are the closest. My favorite is Allison just because it's a little bit more intense and punchy. You get that berryness. But if you like things that lean a little bit more pink, you might like either of these. I kind of feel like you don't need all three, Monroe, Allison, and Nana. They're all different, but maybe this is my disliking pink bias coming through, but I do think they're pretty similar. So up to you. Allison is definitely my favorite. I like that it has a little bit more red in it. Awesome. Thanks so much for joining me today. Let me know down below if you have any of these four, which ones you love. Are they totally different to you? Do you wear them all and feel like they're totally unique polishes? Let me know. I would love to hear from you as always. Awesome. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.